All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of the video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses through the volatility of the market and making their own rational decisions as investors. Today, I managed to find a highest point of possibility in one of the stocks mentioned of 50% plus of a home run. It was phenomenal, and our second closest to a home run was 18% plus at its highest point of possibility. So stay tuned for that, and we look forward to having you join us if you want to become part of it, because you can too. The link is down below in the description. So here we are with WISH. ContextLogic Inc continues to pull back. Okay, I talked about it in yesterday's video, what we want to look at moving forward, and it was down here at this point of 1260. It broke through that, and now we have another support level to watch. And the first one I would look at is 1111. Okay, we're getting really close to those levels because today it did touch the $11 mark and some change. So 1111 is the next support. If that gets broken through, just to dissect this into a much more dissected chart, this is optional and I would do this personally, then I would look at 1037 and then all the way down here at 971. Now the stock still shows obviously strength from here to here, and it's also showing strength from here to here, right? And these aren't no drawing lines, or I'm not doing anything like that about chart patterns. I'm just drawing lines, so I don't want anybody to get confused because it looks like a chart pattern. So this right now is showing strength from these points, and that's a good sign. But this stock from here to here is showing weakness, right? So we're seeing this pulling back. And again, this is not a chart pattern or a bullish pendant or anything like that it's about to take off. Do not get confused. I do want to go ahead and reiterate that. I'm just drawing lines. So right now at this level, it's showing weakness and it's pulling back, but it's showing strength from these areas. So what is it that I'm trying to point out here? Well, the stock overall is showing strength from these levels, but it's going downwards in weakness at this point, and this could get closer to $10, okay? That is something that I'm watching carefully. And if it gets closer to $10, there's two types of investors. Instant gratification investors that get disappointed, and then the investor that sees an opportunity and actually re-enters if it gets to $10 or even below it because they want to go long. Okay? After such a big run, I've talked about the psychology as well of the stock market and everything, which I talk about in some of my videos over at the Patreon. But in the stock market emotional intelligence series, but we see here how this got rejected at the 15s. It was having trouble to break through $15. As soon as it did it, it actually got rejected fast. And as fast as it got rejected, it continues to go lower because investors actually gave up. They were waiting for that point to be used as support to actually jump even higher. That's probably one of the biggest things at this point. It was supposed to use it as support and jump even higher and even break through this high here. Now I talked about the scenario investors that entered here, entered here, and even averaged down at these levels. If they entered up here, obviously they were going to get out somewhere in this area to slightly take profits or cut their losses for now because of the fact that it got to that level and it's been rejected. So there's a lot of selling pressure because of so many variables, and you have to remember as an investor, where did you get in and where did others get in and how are they feeling, what are they thinking, and what's going on. So there's two ways to look at it. Like I said, to actually look for instant gratification and this is not going in your way or favor, or the one that sees opportunity for the long run for possibly another squeeze or a healthy growth pattern, right? A lot of things are looking like a setback now, right? A lot of investors would call this a setback since the beginning, and I said this could be a setup for the next bull run. But in this setback of it starting to pull back again and even possibly lower, it's still a setup for the next bull run. There's never a setback in my eyes because I'm looking for the opportunity, but it is pulling back pretty hard. And right now, I do not see a setup of a bullish, crazy run. I'm just being honest, but there are levels to look at, and these are the most important because just because I see that doesn't mean that it can't just jump up tomorrow and this is going to take off and short squeeze again. But right now, the momentum is going downwards, and there's two ways to look at it: either opportunity or not going in your favor, because you were looking for instant gratification. And that's something to remember as well as an investor. Where do you stand? So the support level is down here at 1196. If that gets broken through, I would watch that carefully and how it does between 1196 and 1111. The bulls try to reappear and bring it back up. And the resistance level is 1253 to see where the momentum is going. And as you can see, I do not have the 50-day moving average, but right now we're below it. And that's not as important right now to let us know what's going on. We got to look at these resistance levels and supports. And right there, 1253 just lets us know where momentum is going and pushing upwards. And obviously the highest point before this collapse today is significant, and that's $13. And then the next one's up here at 1367, and we would have to watch every other one as it continues to go up. So these are some levels to watch going into tomorrow and possibly even next week. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning. And if you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that you definitely want to have on your watch list moving forward, especially if it consolidates or goes into further weakness. We're going to look at the chart in just a moment, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors looking to learn and grow together. So I managed to find a home run opportunity giving us 50% plus from the pre-market point where we started watching it all the way towards the opening bell, and it hit a high of 50% plus on the day of opportunity. So we talked about DIDI, MEDS, and KTRA. We're going to look at those charts in just a moment and how they perform. So this was our home run of the day when I mentioned I was watching MEDS, and it took off to a highest point of 50% plus. And right here after the bell and dipping and jumping back up, it gave a 10 to 20% opportunity. Most of it happened in the pre-market. It was moving pretty fast. It had some consolidation areas and pullbacks that gave nice jumps of 10 to 20% every single time. But since the moment I mentioned it, this took off. So the other ticker symbol I mentioned that almost hit a home run opportunity of 20% plus, it gave us a highest point of 18% plus of opportunity, was KTRA. Mentioned it early on in the pre-market, pulled back a little bit below those numbers and took off, giving a 18% plus opportunity. Now, the other ticker symbol I mentioned today that actually went ahead and moved in a very subtle but upward trend was DIDI. It dipped down to about $15 and some change, and it has taken off so far to a highest point of $16.89. So this was phenomenal, giving a 15% plus opportunity, anywhere from 10 to 15 at its highest point. Now, if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So what's the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list? Well, this ticker symbol is KGC. I've talked about it before, and at these levels, if it continues to consolidate, it's showing strength, and this stock is giving some nice healthy dips, right? The lowest point we've seen it this week so far is $6.11. If it goes below $6, even better. But in this consolidation, it's definitely showing us strength. And if it starts to recover and do a reversal, we saw a highest point recently of $8.40. And if you go back to the history all the way back to October of last year, it hit $10 and some change. So that's close to the 52-week high. But what I'm really looking for on this one is a slight recovery to the upside of probably anywhere from 10 to 30%, and go ahead and see from there what the opportunity shows me. And if things can continue, I will have to reanalyze the chart. But right now at these levels, if it goes lower or consolidates at this area showing strength, it's looking like an opportunity to me. Definitely do your due diligence. This is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any of the positions of the stocks I mentioned. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on the stocks I'm watching and why I'm watching them. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.